Mabuhay! Great day guys! Welcome to TSA Toy Stash in Action with another toy review, and I'm Ranger Dave, and today we are gonna check out the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Armored Batman, loosely based on the Batman Dark Knight Returns graphic novel. And that is right guys, I am totally stoked and excited about this figure because this is one of those figures that we already got a few versions of this, and I'm just excited to see what this guy looks right here on McFarlane's take. So let's go ahead guys and check it out. Okay guys, so here he is inside of the packaging with his standard DC Multiverse packaging by McFarlane Toys. So it looks great guys, you got a very clean packaging, so I do love the figure right here that you see it out of the window. It looks great. You got the DC Multiverse logo, and you got the Armored Batman right there, and of course you got the sticker for McFarlane Toys at the top. And going right here at this side, I'm sorry, there you go. You will see the Armored Batman and the comic book or the graphic novel that came with Batman, The Dark Knight's Return. So yeah, the Dark Knight Returns. So I'm totally happy about it. And then you go right here, you got it right there. You got the toy photography. So I'm totally stoked and excited to see what this thing looks like. Now this is a loosely based on the graphic novel guys, so that means McFarlane did a few tweaks here and there. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so here he is outside of the packaging. We got the Batman armored figure right here now, and I have to say guys, this is one of those solid build figures that he has given us. I'm totally happy about it. Now this is a loosely based, as I mentioned earlier. Now you do have a lot of similarities when it comes to like the original version when it's like drawn in the comic book, but I do love the detail that has been added on this figure. I'll show you that in a bit, but I will have to say guys, if you do see here on the camera, it feels like the cape right here is like cloth. It's not, right? It's actually a soft plastic right here, rubbery plastic when you kind of see it, but it's done beautifully. And look at that, it just looks like a regular cloth, and I do love that factor when it comes to these figures. Now going for the detail guys, of course for the head, you do have a beautiful head sculpt right here, so it looks amazing, I have to admit that. And I'm still digging the paint job for the armor. Alright, so of course if you've seen the graphic novel, it's a little lighter when it comes to like the metal on the armor, but right here it's a little bit on the darker tone right here, similar with the Batman BVS kind of paint job for the armor. Since this is a loosely based figure for the Dark Knight Returns, you got a few tweaks here and there by McFarlane. So of course for the head sculpt guys, it looks very much like the from the graphic novels, but it also has like these panel lines right here, more intricate panel lines than I can see right there. I mean, look at that. So I don't know, for some of the fans that may be looking like you want a similar version that has more similarities when it comes to the graphic novel, may find that a little weird, but going right here, for me, I actually love it because you got more detail, more sculpted parts. So I really like that. That goes for both of the figures, and this is all sculpted right here for the panel line, so I love that. You even have like scuff marks right here, like the imperfections right there, so those are all sculpted very nicely, so I love that. And then going right here for the armor itself guys, again you got a little bit of a vandal damage kind of feel going on right here. You got the bolts here that is also sculpted very nicely, and then the armor itself here, like the entire chest piece breaks off right there. The shoulder pads barely very much, it's okay, it's not that exciting, but you do have more detail. Again, when it comes to the graphic novel, you got like the original, just a very plain kind of look right here. You got something going on, but this is very different, similar with the BVS. And then going right here, you got, look at that gauntlet. That looks really beautiful. I love that gauntlet. I mean, the fingers right here, you got a lot of intricate detail on it. I mean, if I flip it right there, you see the defined fingers. You're just making that fist hand really beautiful. And then going right here, yeah, similar thing. And then when you look at the legs right here, it looks great. I love the legs, right there, when it comes to the legs. So I really like that. Look at that. That is just beautiful when it comes to here for the toes. Now this is sculpted right here at the bottom of the toes. Look at that. That looks really nice. And you still have the peg holes right here if you want to stick them somewhere. So that is just well done. And I have to say, guys, and note, the cape on this, it really feels like it's a cloth cape, even though it's not, because I tried to look at it inside the packaging. You will just feel that it's just maybe it's a cloth cape, and then when you check out at it, it's actually a soft rubber plastic. But yeah, that's basically it when it comes to the detail. One thing that I will note of when it comes to this figure is try to be alarmed about the QC error, QC errors when you get to these figures, because I don't know, by McFarlane, you got this QC error right here, and then right there, and then going right here at the bottom, but you got a lot of QC errors, McFarlane. So I do hope that you do make a way, or find a way to fix that, because when you release more figures. And as for the accessory goes, guys, you get 2 extra hands right here. So these are 2 relaxed hands, semi gripping hands, if you will, and it looks great. Alright, so I do love these fingers right there. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, these are just sculpted amazing. So I really love these hands. Extra hands, very beautiful. Although the paint job right here, you do see the QC area. You got a shiny one right here, and then you just got a plain one right here. I don't know, they forgot to paint this or something like that. And of course, your McFarlane armored Batman figure, you also get a figure right here, or the figure card, and then you get a figure stand. So now applying the accessory, guys, is very easy. So all you need to do is just take your extra hands right here, and then just take them out right here. So they're just gonna pop up right there. So once you pop it out, for the hands right here, you can just install, oops, there we go, sorry. You can just install your extra hands right there for your Batman figure. So this one just needs to slide in, more. Go. Now, once you get these guys installed, guys, I used too many guys, there we go. But yeah, once you get it installed, it's gonna look very beautifully. Alright, it works very nicely, and I do love how this entire hand right here, because it's on a hinge as well, you can barely see it. So I love that factor that you can't see the joint. So really good to have in your figure. Alright, so very well done. Now when it comes to your figure stand, guys, I could just suggest that yeah, it's okay to not use it. Alright, if you want to use it, it's okay, but look at that, he just stands there very sturdy, very beautifully. So I like that. He barely needs help because of how thick the entire feet are. So really cool. But if you want to use right here, we got the spear right here that looks really great. This is from the Beast Kingdom, Red Superman. Then we just took it right there. Look at this, you can make him hold it. So very nice. I like that. Look at that, that looks just really epic. It works. Alright, guys, I know this is not part of this, but yeah, it works. You could use it, right? You could use it whatever you want to. You could pose it whatever you want to. So still a pretty good accessory. If you had like the Superman spear, you could make him use it there. So really cool. Now going for Batman's articulation, guys. So for the head, you do have a ball joint, so you can move it side to side right here, up and down, and of course you can tilt it. So for a armored Batman head, guys, this has a beautiful range when it comes to the head sculpt, so I love that. Going for the arms, you can spin it 360 if you want to, so you know, really great. You can raise it up about this far, so that as far as it go because of the sculpt right here. It does have that butterfly joint, guys, when it comes to the McFarlane figures. There you go, so you can do it, although this is like a very stiff figure right here, you know, it's stuck in there, but you do have butterfly joint. All right, so really cool. Oops, there we go, I popped it out, so you don't need to worry because this is on the ball joint again, and you just pick it in right there, so you put it in right there, so there you go. And then of course for the biceps, you do have a bicep swivel right here. There you go, so it's barely gonna move. All right, so alright, so it looks like that is alright. It's still there, guys, but you can barely move it. Let me try it right here, the other side. Oh, there you go. For the other side, you can move it. Alright, so this one's all stuck. I'm going to use hot water on that. And then going right here for the elbows, you do have a single jointed elbow right here, so that's as far as it could go. And then down right here, the armor, for the elbow also rotates, so very cool. At least, you know, even if you can't move it right here at the top area for the biceps, you still have a, you know, elbow rotation right here, so really cool. You got a wrist rotation, and then you got a hinge as well, so very nice. Going right here for the torso, guys, there is an upper torso and then there's like lower torso, but you will just feel just one. Right, it's more on that waist because it's, if you look at it right here very closely, it moves. All right, but since this is a big gigantic armor piece right here, you could just feel one here, or it's like one joint, but you can move it side to side very well. And then you do have a rocker, so I still love that. So looks really good. You can crunch it about this far and then up about that much. Again, you can see it right here. I can still move it, but you know, barely usable joint. But yeah, it's still a pretty good figure. Then again, right here, you can make them do the splits, but this far, that's as far as it can go. Down, forward about this much, there you go, and then back about this much. You got you know, a swivel right here at the thighs. You got double jointed knees, there you go. So very well done by McFarlane for the double jointed knees. Look at that right there, done beautifully with the armor piece right here in the middle, so I love that. And then going right here for the ankles, you do have a bull hinge. Alright, so you can move side to side, then you know, you can ankle pivot, and then you got a gigantic toe cut, or you know, boot cut. There you go, just cut. Alright, this is just stuck. There you go. Okay, there you go, this is the other one. Alright guys, so just for fun, here's a quick size comparison with our Hush Batman. So this is one of those classic versions right here, so I really love how these guys look together. So of course this guy just towers very large, so I really like that. And of course, here he is also next with our McFarlane Toys Batfleck figure. This is for the Justice League wave, guys. Look at that, that is just insane. This thing got, you know, guys, looks really tall. All right, look at that. This DC figure right here, when it comes to the, you know, the Justice League figures by McFarlane, these are taller than your regular figures. Look at this. This is just really big. And lastly guys, here he is next with the DC Films Batman vs Superman Batman armored figure. It looks really great, you know, side by side. Now again, this guy is just really big. Alright, look at that, he's just a really chunky boy. And I have to say guys, if you look at it right here very closely, I do feel that you know, McFarlane will be releasing this version of Batman, because look at it right here for the legs. It's, you know, very much alike. All right, it's not completely the same, but it's very much alike when it comes to the, you know, the legs right here, and going right here for the crotch area. You can basically just sculpt right here, a few tweaks in there, you know, for the armor. Going right here with the gauntlet, guys, if I put it right here side by side, there you go, it's basically having the same kind of vibe, and even right here, so I'm really excited that McFarlane might release a Batman versus Superman armored Batman figure. I'm totally stoked. Alright guys, so that's my take for the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Armored Batman, loosely based on the Batman The Dark Knight Returns. So this is an awesome figure, guys. Alright, do I need it in my collection right now? Because we already have like a couple of these versions, like for the armored figure. I don't really need it. Alright, do I think that it's appropriate to get multiple figures with the armored version? Not really. I don't really see myself picking up a few of these types of figures. But do I think this is a awesome figure that it's totally worth your buck on picking up? Yeah, I'm totally saying that to you guys. This is totally worth your money on picking it up. He's a very hefty figure, and he's just an amazing type of figure to have in your collection. Alright, if you think that it's not gonna fit in your collection because it's loosely based on it, and there's a couple of tweaks here and there by McFarlane, it's okay. It's okay. But I'm telling you guys, this is a very hefty figure. It's one of those solid builds that McFarlane has released so far, so I'm totally recommending it. I'm totally gonna give this a 5 out of 5 rating, even though I could have wished that McFarlane throw in a few accessories like the spear that I'm using right now for the rate this, and that would be great. But overall guys, it's still a pretty figure. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you are new to the channel guys, please do hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be updated on every new video we have here. We have hundreds of videos on the channel for you to check out, and if you find one that you like or not, we're just happy you're here guys. Remember, life is one big collection. Peace out. God bless.